Hello. I lost a bet and have to, get to show you or attempt to show you how to block out time during parent-teacher conferences. So if you as a teacher need, say, half an hour blocked off where no parent can schedule a conference during that time with you, so you can attend your own children's parent-teacher conferences, for example, or whatever, as long as you've cleared that with Mr. Snyder ahead of time. This is hopefully a little video that will show you how to block out time during parent-teacher conferences as a teacher. So this is my Skyward screen. I'm sure what most of yours look like or something close. I know that some teachers actually, if they have the student management tab selected somewhere, looks a little bit different. Like up here is the important part, home and students. I need to be on the Educator Access Plus tab, I believe, as far as my tech knowledge goes. Anyway, what I really want is this Teacher Access button. So whatever it takes for you on your Skyward to get to where you see a Teacher Access through the Educator Access Plus over here system, I think that, okay, so as long as you can get to Teacher Access, people will certainly be willing to help you try to find this, I'm sure, if you can't. But Teacher Access, when I click that, it brings up a drop-down menu for my gradebook and my students and so on. The bottom one is my conference scheduler. And so that's what I want to click on to see the different conference times for parent-teacher conference. So I click on the arrow right by any. It pulls up all the different conference times. And so let's say that I need to have parent conferences with my son's teachers here at Collinsville High School, because I have a son here at Collinsville High School. So I would want to go to the do not schedule time after I've cleared with Mr. Snyder that I can have, the first half hour on Monday off of my own conferences so I can attend my son's teacher's conference times. So I'll go to the do not schedule tab. So once again, I'm going to start all back over. I'm at home, I'm at Teacher Access, I'm at my conference scheduler, and then from these tabs, I go to do not schedule. And if I click on do not schedule, it pulls up a pretend one I have already created. Yours should be blank, but I created one for the day before conferences even begin as a test. So I want to create a new one. So I'm going to go over here to add. So I'm on do not schedule, add button. And this simply pulls up a new window. You won't have the Screencastify nonsense there, but you'll have a new window that will show do not schedule time with a calendar and times. And so once you've cleared what times you won't be available for parent-teacher conferences, you can come here. I'll select the calendar button there. I'll go to, say, Friday, October 30th, our first day of conferences, when we have conferences from 7:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. I'll start on that day, and then let's say I'm going to have conferences from 7:30 with Mrs. Dimitrov, the very first one, and these are scheduled for 5-minute increments. So I'll have 7:30 to 7:35 with Mrs. Dimitrov to see how bad my son Elliot's doing in her class, and then I'll go over to Mr. Gottschalk's class, all virtually, all through Google Meets, to see how terrible he's doing in there. And so I'll block off from 7:30 until 7:45, so no other parent of students in my own classes can schedule time during that, because I'll be with them. So we'll see how this goes. I will then come over here. I know I'm starting at 7:30 a.m. I'm going to block off my time until 7:45 a.m. we'll say. So I just have to click in there and delete and type over and stuff. So, and then I guess I can add a description if necessary. I haven't tried that, but I'll type in Dimitrov and Gottschalk, and I think I even spelled those correctly. Those are tough names. And then I'm going to hit save. We'll see how this goes. The problem with all of this is, and I've sort of tried to experiment a little bit, it does seem almost impossible to go fix mistakes or change stuff after the fact. Skyward is terrible on that end, I think, anyway. So try to make sure you have it right the first time. Be extra cautious, extra careful. Don't try to experiment. I've learned the hard way. I created lots of extra work for Mr. Toberman, but he deserves it. So anyway, don't end up having to do that, I would suggest. So anyway, I'm going to click save. It will block off my time from 7:30 to 7:45, hopefully. A date and time overlap exists. Click OK to view the conflict. I'm going to click that. So this is conflicting with my classes that I have already, for students in my class, parents of my students can schedule for me. And so it's saying, hey, here's a big conflict, I guess. So I'm going to click proceed. And it should create that. So now I have on the 30th from 7:30 to 7:45 a do not schedule slot created. And so then if I come back here under teacher access to the parent teacher tab, and I look under any classes to see, now the very first slot that's available for when this goes live for parents to sign up will be at 7:50. So I have blocked off from 7:30 to 7:45. So it looked successful. So very exciting. So super duper fast. If I'm at home and I'm on Educator Access Plus and I have a teacher access button and I go to my conference scheduler and I go over to the do not schedule tab and then I add something, then I can change my calendar time and date and time and add a new slot. And hopefully that's a walkthrough of how to show you how to create some do not schedule time that has been pre-approved by administration during parent-teacher conferences. So I hope that works. I know it's terrible. You can give me a terrible rating on YouTube. All my students do. Thanks.